Hi, everybody. I hope that you're doing well. I am jumping on here to talk about brain health and how stress affects the brain. There's been a lot of talk these days about increasing brain capacity, brain health. There's a lot of supplements that are on the market about how to have your brain function better. And a lot of them do work, but I'm going to tell you that a way to really have your brain work at its maximum capacity is about biohacking your physiology to get the brain to work better. So I'm going to share with you as it relates to our heart. So I'm going to share my screen with you because I'm a very visual person. And when I see visualizations, it really helps to get the point across a little bit better. So what I'm sharing with you right now is really all about the physiology of optimal performance. And what I mean by that is the optimal performance of the heart brain working together. So when you look at this picture right here, you can see that the heart, this line right here, is going up to the brain. And what we look at, scientists know that the heart sends more information to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. Well, why does that matter? It matters because the way that your heart is beating, and I'm looking at this last point right here, the heart signal and the way that the heart is beating affects the brain centers involved in decision making, clarity, and emotional experience. So when I talk about that is if you are in a stress state, and stress means you could be feeling anxiety, fear, worry, anger, any of those kind of emotions that has a heartbeat that goes really, really fast. And if your heart is beating really fast, it sends this signal to the brain that looks like this. It's an incoherent, kind of chaotic signal. And what happens is the brain centers involved with decision making shut down because you go into fight or flight. So as you can see, the light bulb's off right here. When the body goes into fight or flight, what ends up happening is we're preparing to flight, run, or fight to defend ourselves. In some cases, we freeze. Right? So it's fight, flight, or freeze. And have any of you guys ever been in a situation where you've been so stressed out, you got tongue-tied and you couldn't say what you really wanted to? The reason why is because the heartbeat that is associated with those stressed emotions is beating so fast, it's telling the brain to shut down because you got to get ready for fight or flight. Now, on the other hand, when you're experiencing emotions that are positive and renewing, like love, peace, joy, appreciation, compassion, the heartbeat sends a completely different signal to the brain. And that signal says, we're not in danger. So the parasympathetic gets activated and the higher thinking centers of the brain can be accessed so you can think more clearly. So you don't have so much of that brain fog. And as I talk about that, it's when we don't have that brain fog and we're able to access the higher thinking centers, we're more intelligent, we're more creative. So when I work with people that want to be creative or solve problems in a way that they haven't been able to solve them before, we actually are accessing the heart's intuitive intelligence to solve problems or bring new insights. So if anybody has ever worked with me, there's a couple of people here that I used to work with, and a lot of times they'll ask me a question, I'll say, hang on a second, I just have to go to my heart to access this piece within my heart to get my brain into a calm state so that I can think more clearly, and I'm accessing my heart's intuitive intelligence. So when I do projects or I want to get into a creative mode, I go in and access the heart to be able to access the higher thinking centers of the brain. So keep that in mind. If you're stressed out, it does affect your brain. When you're not stressed and you're able to access those emotions, you can access different parts of the brain. So does stress make you dumb? Literally it does. It makes us dumb because we can't think as clearly. So think about that next time that you're stressed out, what's actually happening to the brain. And if you would like better brain capacity, the goal is to work with the emotions and access the heart's intelligence. Hope that helps. Love to hear your comments below. If anybody has had the opportunity to practice this or try it, what has occurred for you? If you'd like more information on it, reach out to me. I'm happy to share it with you. Okay, thanks you guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.